The enduring spirit, self-reliance, community, and America's global heart. The crucible of character. On September 11th, 2001, the world witnessed a tragic event that would not only redefine the United States, but also serve as a crucible for its character. The attacks on the Twin Towers and the Pentagon laid bare the vulnerabilities of a nation often perceived as invincible. Yet, amidst the chaos and horror, something remarkable emerged, an enduring spirit that embodied resilience, unity, and the essence of neighbor helping neighbor. In the immediate aftermath of the attacks, the air was thick with disbelief and despair. News reports flooded in, detailing the catastrophic loss of life and the sheer magnitude of destruction. Yet in those dark hours, the American spirit began to shine through. First responders, many of whom were off-duty, rushed to the scene to assist. Firefighters, police officers, and paramedics became modern-day cowboys, embodying courage and selflessness, confronting danger head-on for the sake of their fellow citizens. Their actions echoed the values of bravery and community service that have long been woven into the fabric of American identity. In the days following 9/11, the nation came together in a display of solidarity that transcended political affiliations and regional divides. Neighbors who had never spoken before found themselves united in grief and determination. Spontaneous memorials sprang up in parks and public spaces, adorned with candles, flowers, and heartfelt messages. People lined up to donate blood, offer shelter, and provide meals to those who had lost loved ones. The phrase, "We are all Americans," resonated across the country, reminding everyone that in the face of adversity, the bonds of community could overcome even the deepest divisions. The resilience that surfaced was not just a reaction to tragedy, it was a testament to the enduring spirit of self-reliance that has been a hallmark of American life. In small towns and big cities alike, citizens took it upon themselves to create support networks. Community centers transformed into hubs of activity, where volunteers organized relief efforts, collected donations, and provided emotional support to those affected. The great American tradition of neighborly assistance was reignited, reminding individuals that they were not alone in their suffering. As the nation grappled with the aftermath of the attacks, the concept of local engagement became more pronounced. The tragedy catalyzed a renewed focus on grassroots initiatives that had often been overshadowed by the rapid pace of modernization and globalization. Local organizations sprang into action, forming alliances with one another to maximize their collective impact. This phenomenon showcased a powerful truth. When the government seemed distant and overwhelmed, the people turned to each other to fill the void. In this period of reflection and rebuilding, the heroes who emerged were not only those in uniform, but also the everyday citizens who took on roles of leadership and responsibility. Teachers opened their classrooms to discuss the events and provide a safe space for anxious students. Neighbors reached out to one another, sharing resources, stories, and hope. The American character was forged anew in the fires of adversity and shaped by the relentless commitment to support one another. The national resolve displayed in the aftermath of 9/11 had far-reaching implications. It sparked a profound sense of duty among many Americans, igniting a desire to serve their communities and the world at large. Volunteerism saw a remarkable resurgence as citizens sought ways to contribute in the wake of the tragedy. This wave of altruism was not simply a reaction, it became a defining characteristic of a generation. In many ways, the events of that fateful day prompted a collective introspection regarding the values that define America. The dichotomy of independence and interdependence became apparent. While individuals were encouraged to pursue their own paths, the necessity of community support became undeniable. The realization that personal well-being is intrinsically tied to the well-being of others resonated deeply within the national consciousness. As the years passed, the lessons learned from 9/11 continued to shape American identity. The resilience showcased during those trying times became a blueprint for facing future challenges. From natural disasters to social upheaval, the spirit of neighbor helping neighbor has persisted. The ethos of self-reliance, coupled with a commitment to community, has remained steadfast, guiding the nation through tumultuous waters. Yet, as society evolved, so did the challenges. The digital age brought with it new complexities. altering the landscape of community engagement. While technology can foster connections, it can also create a sense of isolation and disconnection. The tension between the convenience of digital communication and the necessity of face-to-face interactions became a defining issue in the years following 9/11. Despite these challenges, the spirit of resilience remained unyielding. Community leaders and activists found innovative ways to leverage technology for good, creating online platforms that connected individuals with local initiatives. Crowdfunding campaigns emerged, allowing people to contribute to causes they believed in, while virtual gatherings provided avenues for support and solidarity. The enduring legacy of 9/11 is not merely one of sorrow, but a testament to the strength of the American spirit. It demonstrated that in times of crisis, the essence of who we are is revealed. The courage, compassion, and commitment to each other that emerged in those days laid the groundwork for a renewed understanding of what it means to be part of a community. As we reflect on the events of that day, we are reminded that the American character is resilient, adaptable, and deeply connected to the principles of self-reliance and mutual aid. The trials faced and the unity forged in the wake of 9/11 serve as lasting reminders that, though the nation may face challenges ahead, the spirit of America, the enduring spirit, will continue to manifest in acts of kindness, courage, and collective strength. In the aftermath of September 11, 2001, a collective sense of vulnerability swept across the United States. The nation, once perceived as invincible, found itself grappling with an existential threat that disrupted the familiar rhythms of everyday life. In this crucible of character, where fear and uncertainty reigned, a remarkable resilience emerged, often personified by the everyday heroes who stepped up to reclaim a sense of normalcy and community. These individuals became the modern cowboys of a new frontier, responding to crises with courage, compassion, and a commitment to neighborly support. Among the first responders who rushed to Ground Zero were firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical personnel, many of whom were ordinary citizens before that fateful day. These heroes donned uniforms and raced into danger, embodying the cowboy spirit of bravery and self-sacrifice. They became beacons of hope in a time of darkness, reminding us of the strength and spirit that reside within ordinary people. Their actions were not motivated by fame or recognition. They were driven by an undeniable sense of duty and an unwavering commitment to their fellow Americans. Many of these modern cowboys did not wait for formal directives from government agencies. Instead, they took it upon themselves to organize local relief efforts, collecting supplies and offering assistance to those affected by the attacks. They exemplified the quintessential American value of neighbor helping neighbor, demonstrating that in times of crisis, it is often individuals, not institutions, who ignite the flames of resilience and recovery. As the dust settled in the wake of the attacks, stories of individual heroism began to emerge, stories that encapsulated the essence of the enduring spirit of America. Take, for example, the tale of a local shopkeeper in New York who opened his doors to provide food and shelter to first responders and displaced residents. With no formal training in crisis management, he relied on his instincts, rallying his community to support one another. This shopkeeper's actions exemplified the idea that heroism is not reserved for those in uniform. It is a quality inherent in all of us, waiting to be called forth in times of need. In the years that followed, the modern cowboy spirit continued to flourish as Americans confronted various challenges, from natural disasters to economic downturns. The stories of individuals who stepped forward to help others became a recurring theme, echoing across the nation. During Hurricane Katrina in 2005, ordinary citizens from across the country traveled to the Gulf Coast, offering their time, resources, and skills to assist in the recovery efforts. These volunteers, many of whom had never set foot in New Orleans before, became modern-day cowboys, embodying the self-reliance and neighborly spirit that characterized the American ethos. The cowboy archetype is not confined to the rugged landscapes of the West. It has taken root in urban settings as well. Community organizers, social workers, and activists have emerged as champions for those whose voices often go unheard. They do not wait for governmental intervention. Instead, they take it upon themselves to build bridges within their communities, creating networks of support that empower individuals to lift themselves out of challenging circumstances. The modern cowboy spirit is also evident in the rise of grassroots movements. They embody a notion deeply rooted in America's history of self-reliance and proactive problem solving. These citizens, fueled by passion and purpose, are the embodiment of the cowboy spirit, standing firm against the tide of apathy and disillusionment. Technology, while often seen as a barrier to personal connection, has also played a significant role in fostering this modern cowboy spirit. Social media platforms have become powerful tools for mobilization, allowing individuals to share their stories, rally support, and create networks of aid. The viral spread of campaigns for various causes illustrates how technology can amplify the voices of everyday heroes. As we reflect on the heroes among us, it becomes clear that the modern cowboy is not defined by a specific profession or status. Rather, this spirit resides within each of us, waiting for the opportunity to rise to the occasion and lend a hand to those in need. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, these everyday heroes remind us of our shared humanity and the power of community. In the face of adversity, the enduring spirit of America shines through the actions of those who refuse to stand idly by. They embody the notion that heroism is not reserved for the extraordinary. It is found in the ordinary moments when individuals choose to step forward and make a difference. Whether through acts of bravery or simple gestures of kindness, these heroes remind us that the heart of America beats strongest when we come together as one community, united in our commitment to helping one another. In the aftermath of September 11, 2001, when the dust settled and the smoke cleared, it was the spirit of community that emerged as a powerful force in America's collective consciousness. The images of devastation and loss were juxtaposed with those of heroism and kindness, revealing a nation that, when faced with unprecedented turmoil, instinctively turned toward one another. It was a grassroots response that spoke to the heart of what it means to be American, a profound sense of solidarity, neighbor helping neighbor, and a willingness to rise together in the face of adversity. The immediate days following the attacks were marked by a palpable urgency to act. Volunteerism surged as citizens, unasked and unorganized, flocked to disaster sites, community centers, and local organizations to offer their help. In New York City, the sight of firefighters and police officers working tirelessly to save lives inspired thousands to contribute in any way they could. Meals were prepared and delivered to first responders, blood banks overflowed with donations, and countless individuals took to the streets to offer comfort and assistance to those in need. This was not the result of a government initiative. It was a spontaneous outpouring of compassion that emerged from the grassroots level. As news of the attacks spread, communities across the nation organized vigils, fundraisers, and outreach programs. From small towns to bustling cities, American flags adorned homes and public spaces as a symbol of unity. In many cases, these efforts were led by individuals whose lives had been touched by the tragedy, whether directly or indirectly, and who felt compelled to act. In a time when uncertainty and fear were prevalent, these grassroots movements served as a powerful reminder of the strength found in local solidarity and mutual aid. In the face of tragedy, the American spirit, characterized by resilience and self-reliance, found new expression. Neighborhoods rallied together, igniting a sense of camaraderie that transcended political divides and personal differences. It was during this period that the concept of community took on renewed significance. No longer merely a geographical descriptor, the term became synonymous with shared values, collective responsibility, and a commitment to uplift one another. The sense of belonging and interdependence flourished, drawing on the age-old traditions of neighborly assistance that have long defined American life. This grassroots response was not confined to immediate relief efforts. In the years that followed, the ethos of community rallied around long-term recovery and rebuilding efforts. Organizations like the United Way, the American Red Cross, and local charities mobilized resources and volunteers to assist those affected by the attacks. Americans from all walks of life participated in service projects, and this civic engagement became a hallmark of a generation determined to make a positive difference. One particularly striking initiative was the establishment of community service days, where individuals came together to repair homes, plant gardens, and support local nonprofits. These efforts were often organized by local churches, schools, and civic organizations, but they thrived on the volunteer spirit of everyday Americans. This grassroots activism was a testament to the belief that positive change can begin at the local level, fueled by the collective energy and commitment of individuals who refuse to stand idle in the face of hardship. Moreover, the response to 9/11 underscored a deeper understanding of resilience, a recognition that true strength lies not only in individual grit, but also in the willingness to lean on one another. This shift in perspective has significant implications for America's social fabric. It challenges the narrative of rugged individualism often associated with the American character, presenting instead a more nuanced view that celebrates interdependence alongside independence. In many ways, the events of 9/11 served as a crucible for character, forging a new understanding of what it means to be part of a community. As the years progressed, this spirit of community became intertwined with the rise of social media and digital platforms, providing new avenues for connection and collaboration. Online fundraising campaigns and social networks enabled individuals to mobilize support for causes, share resources, and amplify their voices. The ease of digital communication allowed communities to organize quickly and efficiently, demonstrating that the drive to help one another could transcend geographical boundaries. However, this digital transformation also brought challenges. While technology facilitated a new era of community engagement, it sometimes created a superficial layer of connection that could undermine the authenticity of grassroots movements. The challenge lies in harnessing the power of technology while ensuring that genuine human connections remain at the forefront. The heart of community lies not in the number of followers or likes, but in the tangible actions taken to support one another. Ultimately, the response to 9/11 serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring spirit of community that defines America. It highlights the capacity for ordinary individuals to come together in extraordinary ways, illustrating that the strength of a nation lies in its people. As America continues to navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the lessons learned from grassroots responses to tragedy will resonate. They remind us that in times of crisis, it is our neighbors, those with whom we share our lives and our communities, who are often the first to respond, embodying the very essence of the American spirit. As we reflect on this pivotal moment in history, it is clear that the ability to rally together is not just a response to adversity, it is a defining feature of American identity. The spirit of neighborly support, forged in the crucible of challenge, continues to inspire future generations. It beckons us to recognize that while we may be a nation of individuals, we are also a collective, a tapestry woven from the threads of shared experience, compassion, and resilience that binds us together in the face of adversity. In the early 21st century, social media emerged as a revolutionary force, reshaping how individuals connect, communicate, and engage with one another. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and later TikTok became ubiquitous, infiltrating daily life and redefining social interaction. As these digital spaces flourished, they presented a double-edged sword, a tool for both connection and division, empowerment and disempowerment. At the heart of this transformation lies a fundamental tension. While social media has the potential to foster community and collaboration, it also threatens to erode the authentic, face-to-face relationships that have long been a cornerstone of American life. On one side of the blade, social media serves as a powerful connector. It allows individuals to reach out across vast distances, breaking down geographical barriers that once limited interaction. In moments of crisis, such as natural disasters or social upheaval, social media platforms have proven invaluable for disseminating information quickly, organizing relief efforts, and rallying support. When Hurricane Harvey struck Texas in 2017, for instance, social media became a lifeline. Local residents utilized platforms like Twitter and Facebook to share real-time updates about flooding, offer shelter to those in need, and coordinate rescue efforts. In this sense, social media embodies the spirit of neighbor helping neighbor, echoing the barn-raising ethos of earlier generations, where communities came together to support one another in times of need. Furthermore, social media has democratized the creation and dissemination of content. It empowers individuals to share their stories, advocate for causes, and mobilize resources more effectively than ever before. Movements such as Turning Point USA and #MeToo have harnessed the power of social media to amplify voices that might otherwise go unheard. These platforms enable grassroots movements to flourish, fostering a sense of solidarity and shared purpose among diverse groups of people. In a nation built on the ideals of independence and self-expression, this newfound ability to connect with like-minded individuals and galvanize support is a testament to the enduring spirit of American independence. However, the other edge of the sword reveals a darker reality. As social media facilitates connections, it can also breed isolation, fragmentation, and discontent. The same platforms that empower individuals to express their views can also become echo chambers, reinforcing existing beliefs and polarizing communities. Algorithms designed to maximize engagement often prioritize sensational content over nuanced discussions, leading to a landscape where misinformation can spread rapidly and divisively. Moreover, the rise of social media has coincided with a decline in face-to-face interactions. As individuals become more engrossed in their online lives, the fabric of local communities risks fraying. Studies have shown that increased social media usage correlates with feelings of loneliness and social isolation. The irony is striking. In a world where we are more connected than ever through digital means, many individuals report feeling more disconnected from their immediate surroundings. The simple joys of neighborly exchanges, spontaneous conversations, and shared experiences are increasingly replaced by curated online personas and digital interactions that can feel hollow or superficial. This disconnect has profound implications for community engagement. As individuals retreat into their digital worlds, the traditional avenues for building relationships, community events, local organizations, and volunteer opportunities may suffer. The very essence of what it means to be part of a community, to know your neighbors, and to actively engage in local initiatives risks being overshadowed by the allure of virtual connection. As we navigate this new frontier, it becomes imperative to consider how we can reclaim the spirit of community that has defined America for generations. The challenge lies in finding a balance between the benefits of social media and the necessity of authentic human connection. It is possible to harness the power of these platforms to foster genuine relationships, but it requires intentionality. Community leaders, educators, and individuals must strive to create spaces, both online and offline, that encourage meaningful interaction. Initiatives that promote digital literacy and critical thinking can empower individuals to discern credible information, engage in constructive dialogues, and resist the urge to retreat into echo chambers. Critical thinking is the process of analyzing information to form a well-reasoned judgment by questioning sources, assumptions, and potential biases to make better decisions. It involves developing skills to evaluate evidence, interpret data, and solve problems effectively, leading to greater understanding and informed actions in various aspects of life. Moreover, local civic and religious organizations can leverage social media to enhance community engagement, using it as a tool to mobilize support for events that foster face-to-face interactions. One promising approach to bridging the gap between digital and analog communities is the concept of hybrid gatherings. These events combine virtual and in-person elements, allowing individuals to participate in community activities regardless of their physical location. For example, a local book club might use social media to connect with members who cannot attend meetings in person, fostering a sense of belonging while still encouraging face-to-face interaction. By embracing the strengths of both digital and traditional platforms, communities can cultivate a more inclusive and connected environment. Ultimately, as we navigate this complex landscape of social media and community engagement, it is essential to remember the underlying values that have historically defined American character: self-reliance, neighborliness, and a commitment to collective well-being. By recognizing the dual nature of social media as both a connector and a divider, we can work towards leveraging its potential for positive impact while remaining grounded in the enduring spirit that has shaped our nation. The challenge is not to abandon social media altogether, but to use it wisely, ensuring that it serves as a tool for building bridges rather than walls. In doing so, we can honor the legacy of those who came before us, those modern cowboys and steadfast neighbors who embodied the values of resilience and community that continue to define America today.